I'm talking with Coach Tim Holmes, the head football coach of the Carolina Phoenix here in Durham, North Carolina. Welcome to the MHE Sports Network, Coach Holmes. Could you give us a history of the Carolina Phoenix and when it started? I know you've been around for a few years now, but just tell us the history.
We started in 2006 as the Carolina Phoenix. We initially were the Carolina Cardinals, so we came up with the name Phoenix because of the failed history of the first team. I had a female kicker named Cynthia Miller who kicked for me on my men's team, and she asked me to come out and explore this new thing that was this women's team. And I was coming to consult initially. Within a week, I was the head coach. I'm still really not sure how that happened, but here I am now. We started that first season actually playing in 2007 with 15 brave women, and we went 5-1 that year, and we hadn't looked back since.
Well, this year, you are 2-0. You beat the world champion, Atlanta Explosion, down in Atlanta. Just tell us about, evidently things are going great, but just tell us about this season and some of the highs. And even though it's undefeated, there are some of the lows too, but some of your best players.
Okay, yeah, we're 2-0. The season is brand new. It's a 8-game regular season, so we're just a quarter of the way through the regular season. We're 2-0. Some of the lows would be with our very first game against Philadelphia. We didn't get off to a very good start. It was 6-0. I mean 6-0 at halftime, and we just weren't playing well. In the second half, we came out. We started to establish a little bit of tempo. We started to play a little bit better. We ended up winning that game 26-0, if I'm not mistaken. Some of the standout players: Jennifer King. We have Tara James. We have Ebony Montgomery's not playing too bad. Our quarterback. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Michelle Cooper, number 58, who's holding down the middle of the. Even though she's changed position, she went from Sam linebacker to Mike linebacker, which is because of an injury. But she's doing an outstanding job there. Amy Tatro, who's a rookie, is doing a pretty good job to start out with. And we're a young team. We're getting better. We had 10 rookies to come on this year, so it's a learning process. And things are going okay, but we just scratched the surface of how good we can be, I think.
Well, now, how did it feel? Now, last year, Atlanta put an end to your season.
Yes, sir.
How did it feel to go down to their house and just put foot to them?
It actually felt great to come out with the win. Putting foot to them is a little bit over the top. We were down, it was 14-31 with 40 seconds to go at the end of the first half. And we just had a phenomenal run by Portia Holmes, who ended up with, I want to say, 120 yards rushing that game. And she ended up putting a 66-yard draw play into the end zone. So now at the halftime, the score is 22-31, and 9 points is not so much to overcome. We had a spirited halftime discussion, and then we came out fighting on the second half, and we actually, from there we shut them out in the second half, and we put points on the board enough to win. It was 36-31. So it felt really good for the team to kind of develop that kind of character and cohesiveness, to come from behind, which is unusual for us because we're usually so far ahead that we have to, we rest our starters. But that was the first time we had to fight out of a hole to get a win, and it was great to do it against the defending world champion. So I think that built character. I think it brought us a little bit closer together, and I think it's going to actually be a jumping off point for the rest of the season for us.
Now coming up next game, Baltimore Nighthawks. Up in Baltimore, Maryland, another road game,
yes,
a tough road game. Tell us about Baltimore.
Baltimore is a stalwart team. They've been around, I want to say 6 years now. The very first time we played them, it was a 22-20 overtime game. They're always tough. They're well coached. This will be the first 3-4 defense we face this year. They played the game the way it's supposed to be played. Tanya is a great general manager there, and Coach White does a really good job of coaching his girls up. It's going to be a tough game. It's on the road again for us. We're the Road Warriors this year for some reason, the first part of the season. So we're going to have to be focused when we go in. Hopefully we have a good practice tomorrow. I'll walk through, and then we'll be ready to go Saturday. And
so there, your road game, but your next home game is going to be on the 19th of May.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be against
the Atlanta Explosion again.
Aha!
So
they're coming back, coming to the Bull City. Well, that should be interesting. And for those people watching down in Atlanta, careful now, coming to Durham. We don't play up here. Well, Coach, thank you for appearing on the MHE Sports Network. I look forward to bringing the listeners, there we go, and the audience out there some of your games this year. We're going to start with the Atlanta Explosion,
yes,
and because that's going to be a key matchup. But then again, an 8-game season, all of them are key matchups. But we're going to be here for that one. So thank you so much for appearing.
All right,
and we will see you later.
All right.